I call the Honourable Tau Henry.
Mea tutei ia kumihi kia kau te papapita e whaetari. Kei a kau te ako rangatira, ia ku tuakana I roto I te Pāti Māori. Tēnei te mihi, tēnei te aroha kia kau te katoa. Ngā rangatira o te motu nei. Anō anei te mihi kia koutou, I aku rangatira, I aku tuakana, maronga I taku komiti, te komiti take Māori o te wharenei. Mr. Speaker, I want to first of all congratulate the members of the Māori Party. Basically for being here and actually doing what they said they would do, which was repeal the 204 bill. So big ups to the party, sir. Secondly, it wasn't the National Party. It wasn't the National Party who stood in this house and accused Māoridom of being haters and wreckers, and accused people of all sorts of things. And when the Prime Minister of this nation felt it a better look to go and visit a sheep named Shrek instead of going outside and greeting 50,000 people, sir. 50,000 people, sir, that said to me that thank God I was never a voter of that party. And then, sir, I get to this stage of our political careers, sir. And then I hear, what about then? I'll tell you what I was doing then, sir. Sir, I was talking about the right of people to go to court, the rights of people to seek justice in the court. But within 2 hours of the appeal court decision, both Helen Clark, the Prime Minister, and that other woman, I can't even remember her name, Margaret Wilson, had said that all bets were off, we're not going to court, you're not going to court, not you, sir, but the Māoris are not going to court to find out whether they own something or didn't. The appeal court judges, sir, said it was going to be very hard, but you still could come to court and find out. And that's all Māori asked. Yes, I know that some of my whānau up north were jumping up and down, left and right and up and down, sir, about the beaches were mine, the beaches were ours, and how dare the government confiscate the beaches. Well, they didn't. What they did confiscate was our human right, our civil right, to be able to go to court and seek justice. That's what it was all about. And so when the question is asked of me, what was I doing then? I was on the radio, on Newstalk ZB, talking about that stuff. Sir, I marched over the Harbour Bridge in support of the Māori Party, in support of the repealing of the 2004 Act, sir, in support of the right to seek justice. So I want to talk briefly about our committee. And I want to congratulate every member on our committee, especially the Māori members, who, sir, had to put up with some of the worst vitriol that I have ever heard, inside or outside this place. Sir, and I want to say to every member, both Labour, National and the Greens, who had a Māori on that committee, that I commend your actions on the committee. I enjoyed myself immensely, and it is the committee that I always wanted to chair, and I finally got my wish. Sir, I want to turn now, sir, to the Prince of Parliamentary Procedure. The Prince of, no, not darkness, he may be one day, but, sir, the sort of vitriol that we've got, the sort of twisting and turning of the issues from our coalition partner, sir, in my mind, and I suppose that's why Mr. Key is the Prime Minister and I'm not, there would be no warrant.
There's a few other reasons.
There would be no warrant for that member sitting over there. There would be no warrant for that member sitting over there. Sir, I said last week that I accepted the apology, not on behalf of all Māori, but on behalf of myself. that I accepted the apology that the Honourable Marion Street made in this House. Sir, it is time for us to move on so we can deal with the issues that Calvin Davis raises. It is time for us to say, okay, now that's the acolyte from the Labour Party, sitting in the cheap seat, sir. Look, it is time for us, sir, to move to a better place where we can actually have our barbecues and do whatever we want on our beaches, sir. And regardless of any law, whether it be the 2004 Act or the 2011 Act, there will always be somebody who jumps up and says, get off my beach. This is not your beach, it is mine. And there's no law in the land that will stop that. So don't go around using that as an excuse to vote against what I consider to be a bill that is a wee bit better than the 2004 Act. And are we ever going to get any better than this? I doubt it. I doubt it, sir. I doubt it. And you know why? Because the Greens are never going to be in government. And they can say what they say because they never will be in government. Because they never have to front up to the whole of New Zealand and say, this is what we've got to deliver. They only have to front up to 5% of the nation. And they can say what they want on whatever planet. But they will say it, sir, just for that little 5%. Or even these days, 6 or 7. Oh, it's 7%, sir. But they don't have to say it to the majority of this country. And the majority of this country just want to get on. They just want to be able to put a roof over their heads. They just want to be able to go to the beach and pick a few Moana for themselves so they can put it on the table. That's all they want. That's all they want, sir. As John Carter says, even just for a rest, sir. It ain't got nothing to do with anything else. And if people think that there's some sort of subliminal takeover of this country by some radical Māoris, my goodness, I'd like to see it. My goodness, I'd like to see it, sir. Because some of my whānau up north have been waiting for a hell of a long time, sir. To talk about colonialism, to talk about imperialism, as the sister did over here, sir, all well and good for 1880, 1890. This is 2011. And it's time to move on, sir. It's time to pick up our tools, pick up our toys, and play together in that big sandpit, sir. Not divided, sir. If we can't do that, then we are seriously in trouble. And I just want to turn, sir, briefly to my whanaunga hone harawira. Sir, I believe that a democracy works because you have dissent. It doesn't work when you don't have dissent. So to all the whānau who turned up the other day, and there was only 200 or 300. There was only 200 or 300. But mostly my relations, and now I'm from the cradle of colonisation, so at least I know what I'm talking about. Mr. Speaker, I congratulate them for the manner and the way that they came to Parliament, in a way that they actually said they brought their message. So I congratulate them, sir. I cannot congratulate these three groups, the Coastal Coalition, the One New Zealand Foundation, and that party over there, who have done nothing, sir, but cause trouble on racial grounds. To tell lies of that ACT party, the ACT party, on racial grounds, sir. And I thought Winston was good at it, but boy, he got nothing on these fellas. He's got nothing on these fellas, sir. So, sir, I do commend the bill to the House. And I want to say thank you to every one of the members of the Select Committee who had to go through what they went. Not a lot of committees have to go through the abuse and the vitriol. So, sir, congratulations to the Māori Party, congratulations to the National Party, and, sir, this is about moving on. This is about the first step of us playing in the big sandpit together.